as much as a $5 billion hit to their bottom line as a result of tariffs. And
On May 29, 2025, a blunt shareholder letter sent shockwaves through Detroit and beyond. Donald Trump's new auto tariffs are projected to cost General Motors a staggering $5 billion this year alone. Not just a one-off shutdown, this is a domino effect of production cuts, temporary layoffs, and supplier closures stretching from Michigan all the way to Ontario. Economists warn a grim truth. Up to 50,000 jobs are hanging by a thread. Tariffs were sold as the magic fix, a precision tool to revive American factories and bring jobs back home. But what is the reality behind this billion-dollar wedge? April saw the White House slap a 25% tariff on all imported vehicles and components. GM's finance team didn't wait long before sounding the alarms. CEO Mary Barra delivered a chilling forecast. These tariffs would wipe out $4 to $5 billion earnings this year alone, gutting critical Ultium battery research and development funding, the very heart of GM's electric future. The policy tweaked later in the month capped stacked tariffs, offering a tiny 3% offset for vehicles assembled in the U.S. But there's a catch. Most GM models still rely on roughly 40% imported parts. That means nearly every Silverado, Equinox, and Escalade took a direct hit. Add the existing steel and aluminum tariffs, and each truck now carries an extra $3,200 surcharge. Which part of that cost are consumers paying? That answer isn't simple, but suppliers certainly felt the brunt first. A single steering knuckle jumped in price from $28 to $36, setting off a ripple effect across 30,000 components. GM tried to absorb the blow initially, but Wall Street pushed back hard. By mid-year, price increases were unavoidable. $1.1 billion vanished from operating income alone. Yet, the story doesn't end with rising parts costs. The real impact hit factory floors, where the hum of production faded into an eerie silence. Headlines screamed shutdowns nationwide, but the truth was more complicated and more alarming. Production didn't just stop at one plant. A silent chain reaction began. On April 11th, Factory Zero in Detroit went silent, temporarily sending home 200 workers officially blamed on slowing demand. By late April, Ingersoll Camy in Ontario halted Bright Drop van production until October, laying off 1,200 workers. Ads for temp jobs vanished. Empty trailers rotted in parking lots. Suppliers like Adient shuttered not one but 2 plants in Tennessee, cutting another 400 union jobs. Executives coined this elastic idling, a pause to wait for parts flow to resume. But each idle week drains margins and the lifeblood of local economies. Michigan diners lost 40% of customers overnight. An Indiana shop warned of losing half its staff. Wall Street didn't just watch, it slashed GM's outlook by 18%. The question echoes, what happens when the silence finally breaks? Before the line snapped completely, let's hit the EV gut punch. GM led America's electric revolution for years. Ultium batteries promised the future. Then 3 dominoes crushed it. $7,500 federal tax credit repealed in September, Congress froze charger funding, battery minerals slammed with tariffs, inflating Ultium costs, ironically. Factory Zero? Once buzzing, now a graveyard of unsold Silverado EVs under plastic sheets. EV interest plunged from 14% to 7% post-incentives. Even 0% financing couldn't beat soaring insurance, electricity rates, and busted chargers. CFO Paul Jacobson admits GM needs 100,000 Ultium trucks yearly to break even. 2025 reality? Just 65,000 forecasted. Each unsold EV locks $45,000 capital while batteries degrade in storage heat. Buyers flee to gas trucks or sit out entirely. GM throttles production, praying for cheaper batteries. Was the EV dream overhyped or tariff strangled? Workers who waved Trump flags now mutter, "Cut the damn tariffs," as mortgage bills bury cheers. GM's tariff nightmare isn't just hitting Detroit, it's spreading worldwide. Stellantis Windsor plant, Canada's last minivan factory, has been idled for 12 weeks, sparking 900 layoffs across Indiana and Michigan. Autos pile up unsold in Midwest lots, and prices soar as tariffs jack up the cost of parts from overseas. Volvo cuts 1,000 temporary jobs in Pennsylvania and Virginia as fleets balk at trucks now costing $180,000, 15,000 more than overseas models. Across the Pacific, GM Korea's future is shaky, echoing the painful 2017 Australian exit. Supply chains strain under new pressures. Imagine a single piston crossing the border 3 times and paying tariffs each time, turning parts into financial roulette. Ontario suppliers face costly customs headaches too. The question looms, will these lines roar back to life, or fall silent forever. GM's top brass at the Renaissance Center are staring down three stark futures, and none are easy. Best case? By summer, parts start flowing again, Silverados thunder back to life in Fort Wayne, and EV production climbs to 65,000 units. A fragile comeback, but a lifeline. The middle path? Tariffs slam electronics costs through the roof, factory floors go quiet longer, and credit ratings wobble. Hope dims, but factories limp forward. The worst nightmare? China cuts off critical battery minerals, freezing Ultium production, and US-Canadian plants darken for good. The fate of thousands of jobs hangs on three crucial levers: government policy, hungry buyers, and untangling fragile supply chains. GM's belt-tightening saves billions, but it's just a drop against a $5 billion tariff storm still raging. Will this be revival or ruin? Trump's tariffs promised a job revival for America. What they delivered was silent factories, families in crisis, and over 3,300 GM job cuts. GM fights back, clawing recovery through price hikes and reshoring. But if tariffs hold firm and EV sales slump, factory silence could last years. The question's clear. Are these tariffs saving American jobs or sinking them? The next move is yours. Drop your thoughts below.